You've seen them, you've probably heard them, and you may have even had a close call with them. Longboarding is an increasingly popular trend in Toronto.
Definitely a lot more people do it, which is good. It's good. I've started seeing girls doing it too, and that's always awesome to see. But just overall, definitely the populace has grown. The population of people that ride longboards has grown. I mean, I think people that skateboard just automatically are now switching to longboards, or at least that I've seen. But yeah, it's all in the fun sport.
Compared to skateboarding, longboarding is an easier way for people to cruise around town. It's longer and wider and offers more stability. It began as an offshoot of surfing when people wanted to surf on land as easily as they did on the waves. Kent Ives Fernandez, a longtime longboarder, is one of those people.
I prefer longboarding and skateboarding because it's what I want to do. It's more of a cruising, getting around type more than it is to like show off and do trick type. And it's just the freedom of it, like the easy moving, easy pushing. There's no hassle behind it.
Some riders, including Kent, also like their boards to reflect their personalities.
I designed the grip tape myself, and it pretty much, well, I don't know how else to say it. It pretty much describes how I want it to be. And then on the back is just some motivational, kind of inspirational stickers to keep anyone going.
Toronto's longboarding community meets once a year during the second weekend of September.
Almost 1,000 people participated in this year's longboarding celebration in downtown Toronto. That number has more than doubled since last year's event. But that's not the only thing that's increased. Sales of longboards at stores like Longboard Living have also grown. But that doesn't make it a cheap sport.
At Longboard Living, boards can sell for more than $600.
So the price reflects on the quality of the board. So a decent board that they should get for their first board would be around $250 to $350.
Thanks to the increase in sales, they have moved out of the basement and now have 2 shops in the city. Not only do they sell boards, but safety gear too, since longboarders can reach dangerously high speeds. After all, a board isn't much protection when you fall.
Once again, it's all about safety. If you're comfortable with the equipment you have, you'll be able to fall safely, right? Because no one's gonna ever ride without falling ever. That's impossible. Everyone falls. So having the right equipment at the right time and make sure you're comfortable with it makes you less prone to injuries.
Kent would know he never longboards without putting on his helmet, and his gloves. After all, falling is a part of longboarding.
It's worth it. I mean, it's $50 for a helmet. And if you're the kind of person who doesn't have insurance, then that's another set of numbers to worry about. So.
And sometimes, it's not only the pavement you have to worry about hitting.
Usually it's when people don't signal. When they try and parallel park, they don't usually signal. They just cut right in, and I've been almost squished by it. Streetcar tracks, if you're not paying attention, usually you'll snag your wheels, you'll jolt to a stop, and you'll fall right in the middle of the road, which is really dangerous. And people that just don't signal, they'll change lanes and you won't expect it, so they'll come at you and you don't expect it, and they're really trying to make a right turn, and they could end up squishing you against the curb, and that could be dangerous.
While safety gear and boards can add up to the hundreds of dollars, a $90 fine for unsafe boarding may not seem like much.
I was going down this hill, and there was a car coming towards me, and so I carved out, and then I carved in, and then I tried to carve out again, but my wheel slipped, my back wheel slipped, and it launched me, literally launched me 5 feet, and I was flying, and then it scraped me right here, it scraped me on my elbow.
but a Toronto City bylaw allows police to fine boarders riding in bike lanes or streets, although that hasn't stopped longboarders from weaving through the city. This is Catherine Weatherly for Ryerson Broadcast News.